Welcome to the View!
Welcome to the View!
Michael and I were arguing.
Yes, we were. About what?
Scientology, remember?
Oh, yes. Ernie wants to be a Scientologist, and he thinks they're great, and he loves brainwashing people and everything, and I think it's bad.
Not exactly what we were arguing about. We were talking about Scientology because Michael thought that it's so bad. And I was thinking, well, you know, it's no worse than like all these other like crazy religions. So we were going to do a little Know You're Wrong segment.
It is a little bit worse. It's because it's like the other religions used to be. Like about the, you know, well, I don't know actually if in Islam or Christianity.
Did Scientology set witches on fire and burn them up?
They did. We did other things.
Have they done an
but
Inquisition
we've
yet?
evolved into something worse, into something else. But I mean, look at what they do. The Scientologists, they take you to those creepy camps, like out in the woods, and reprogram you and like.
See, my feeling about Scientology is, one, I don't care about Scientology. Two,
I don't either.
Like, when I used to live in Hoboken, New Jersey, for 10 years I lived next to this Assemblies of God Pentecostal church. And if you want to talk about crazy cults, those people were there at all hours of the day on the weekend, banging their tambourines. They would be preaching in their little tiny storefront church with megaphones on, screaming fire and brimstone in Spanish. And meanwhile, there would only be like 6 people.
Is that what they do across the street?
Yes.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
It's
insane.
It's in Spanish and I don't know what they're saying, but it's at like 3 o'clock in the morning. They're screaming on a megaphone. No, it's from that church place, and they're like screaming something.
No, that's on weekends and the daytime. You'll hear like the preachers. We have preachers on our street corner in the Bronx that are talking to megaphones.
I mean, come on.
I mean, that's no less crazy than Scientology.
No, it may be less crazy, but Scientology is borderline criminal. I mean, the way they kidnapping people and like holding them against their will in these camps, and you call them whatever you call them.
I think that the only reason people care about Scientology is because celebrities are involved. You know, if celebrities were all like Jehovah's Witnesses, then everybody would be talking about the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, totally. I didn't say yeah.
I mean, and having Jehovah's Witnesses in my extended family, I don't necessarily perceive them as crazy.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, nothing crazy there.
Him.
We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsor. Welcome back to the Pew.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Pew, where
We're laughing at Igor because he likes this sticker that I put on my iPhone that says, "Hey City Hall, we spit in your cheesesteak, South Philly."
And they just told me what that means, and I'm very interested in it. So,
coming back to the Scientology, Michael is also convinced that people who love Apple computer products are just as bad as Scientologists.
Now, I won't say just as bad. I'll say they remind me of, because they, in their fanaticism of the, I mean, it's like, you know, my friend Todd, who designed my website, when I bought my new MacBook Pro, he said, "Don't open it until you get home. I want to experience the unwrapping of the box with you."
But not in person.
No, he wanted to do it in person, but I was already in the cab on the way home, and he was trying to catch me before I got home so I could come by the house and do it there. But since the next best thing would be to do it over the phone or to Skype it so they could actually see it.
So that we would call like a digital erection.
Yes, because I could tell he was getting an erection thinking about it. He said there's nothing like opening a brand new Apple product, and I mean it was my first new computer, so that was fun. Yeah, but I mean it was fun. It's just as fun opening my iPad. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I guess that's Apple too.
I don't know.
But I mean,
several
they're so
Apple
crazy about
products.
it, and they do it in such subtle ways. Like when I had an Android and I would need help with something, I'd say, "Oh, how do you, change it? How do you send this email on the Android?" And say, "We don't know. We don't have an Android. We have an iPhone." And who'd you say? You, Victor? Like Victor? Victor didn't do that. You thought Victor did that? Yes.
Shout out to Victor.
Hi, Victor. Igor thinks you're an apple snob. So
Love ya.
I don't love you a million.
So don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't be a snob.
Well. Yeah, I should have. No.
Mickey Kalarick wants to know about Clara the Carefree Chicken.
Oh, I got the look. I got the look. You want to?
We can't remember what happened to Clara, and she's missing, but she wants to know if we can recall the last time we saw her. And I probably last saw her. I probably put her into a garbage bag and then took her to the Limelight or gave her to Michael and said I quit, and that was probably the last.
No,
time.
you gave it to the person who replaced you.
Oh, and who was that?
I don't know. But
So,
if anybody should know, it should be you.
I don't remember the irresponsible person you hired to take my place. After I lovingly cared for that costume for years, it lasted.
Actually,
I turned that
you replaced
costume.
yourself with somebody, probably somebody that you owed, money for some reason, and as a favor, you offered them your cushy job that you got paid hundreds of dollars an hour to do, and the rest is history. And that person, just believe it or not, wasn't responsible. I don't know what they did for a living. If they had any other jobs other than being Clara the Chicken. But whatever their other job was...
They couldn't even do that one right.
They must have had their own hours or something. It wasn't a 9-to-5 job, I don't think. Probably some shipping and receiving.
See you next
Something
time.
along those lines.
Bye.
Bye.